Hello and welcome back to Coin Matters channel. In this video, I'll discuss the possibility of a Bitcoin ETF and the state of the Bitcoin ETF market currently. I'd say we're up to 57 at this point. Our topic today is conformity. Options on 6.8 billion BTC and Ether at HSBC and JP Morgan are ready to lapse. Let's talk about this analyst's prediction for Bitcoin's cycle top based on technical analysis. The Federal Reserve is currently being overlooked, so let's go over it again. They are approaching it entirely incorrectly. I, however, have you covered. I'll explain what the Fed's recent action really implies for instant payments in the United States and how digital assets will be integrated into this future system. Let's go right into this $30,375 in Bitcoin. Ethereum $1,885 is down 0.87% in the last 24 hours. The USDC/USD exchange rate has increased by 1.65% in the past 24 hours, although it has remained stable at 99 cents. XRP 48 cents. In the last day, it has dropped by 2.34%. Sorry, folks, we couldn't even get to 49.5. It really is that easy. We couldn't even get to 49.5. We had hoped that Bitcoin would end the day at a higher price. Neither of us did. Could we make another trip down to try out the $23,000 to $25,000 price point? Surely not. Ultimately, we recently put out a H-bar update on social media and saw a 35% increase in funding as a result. On Monday morning, I will be providing the Patreon group with updated Bitcoin and Ethereum charts. Pay attention to these graphs I've got going on. There is a total market cap of $1.19 trillion in cryptocurrencies. Currently, Bitcoin has a 49.49% market share. The next step is unclear. Personally, I think we should lay low for a while. Before we start climbing again, we'll do another check. The future has the answer. Let's discuss the treasure hunt now. What exactly is going to occur? There isn't much to it. It will run Monday through Friday beginning next week. There will be hints scattered throughout my vids. A brief screen similar to this will appear and then disappear. Let me show you again. Those of you who aren't watching the screen will see something flash up for a second and then go. Where did you see that? Very elementary. The backpack is here. Backpack will be your first word, and you should watch 2 videos per day on YouTube. Either a knapsack or a series of numbers, 5, 8, 9, will flash, and you must record both of these pieces of information. In the morning video, I'll reveal the location of the clue. You may find it on the relevant YouTube channel, website, or TikTok channel for the day. You show up, observe, and learn that the grand prize winner of the clue hunt will receive $1,000, with runners-up and third-place finishers also receiving prizes. You can enter for free if you're in the top 3. If you're already a channel hopper, all you have to do is watch and jot down the hints. By the weekend, a Google Sheets survey will be available. All the information you need to complete it is included. Whoever gets the answers to me first wins. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Let's have a little party because it looks like the XRP litigation will soon be over. As a result of the rejection of 28 prior Bitcoin ETF applications, Coin Bureau has issued this Bitcoin ETF. Oops, I meant to say 28. Many people have grown cynical and given up hope. But this BlackRock proposal is the most encouraging one thus far. They have a 575 to 1 win ratio, so you know they must be rather confident to make this bet. Yes, I do believe that the BlackRock ETF will be sanctioned. Clearly, you are aware of BlackRock's motivations for participating. They compete in the Southeastern Conference. The government is in with them. They have connections to powerful people. Eventually, I anticipate a reduction in compliance. The U.S. market could benefit from a compliant cryptocurrency ETF. The study claims that despite Grayscale's GBTC product being inefficient, illiquid, and trading at a discount, the company still generates about $380 million in annually fee as Bitcoin's on-ramp. It states that despite receiving numerous applications, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has not yet approved a spot ETF for Bitcoin. If BlackRock and other managers can break into the spot ETF market, they will provide the most accessible, compliant, and accepted product for retail and institutional players to obtain exposure to Bitcoin. Earlier this month, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, submitted paperwork to the SEC through its iShares subsidiaries to create a spot Bitcoin ETF. Because of this, several asset managers like Invesco and WisdomTree applied for or reapplied for a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. Just a heads up, people, it's on the way. And how exactly will this ETF function? It will attract the necessary institutional funding. This, I believe, is what will propel the market cycle this time around, taking Bitcoin to new all-time highs. The big question is, how high will it go? No worries on my end. This is something the mysterious wolf says later on in the video. He claims that in early 2021, just before Bitcoin's new all-time high was reached during the previous bull run, HSBC halted transactions from cryptocurrency exchanges. Credit card purchases of cryptocurrency were also prohibited in more recent times. Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange-traded funds are now available. They're quite concerned about their customers obtaining an upper hand. Okay, here it is. Sunday, January 11th, 2019. HSBC refuses to process any crypto exchange transactions. HSBC and other banks countrywide froze cryptocurrency exchange transactions on March 3, 2023. Now, what do we see? They are now trading Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs among themselves. How fascinating. They take the obvious steps of blocking and banning it before joining the ETF fray. Because, ultimately, what is the point of all this crypto? The final objective can be understood with little effort. Given how much money they are raking in, the goal is to eliminate as many U.S. exchanges as possible. Just now we learned that Grayscale made $380 million selling a useless product. Think the financial institutions won't want a piece of that? What, you think they're just SEC lads passing around a brown paper bag and letting people in on the plan? This is effective, Beatrice. Gone. Binance, the last of us, has disappeared. Now, folks, we're down to just Coinbase and holding firm. Well, that settles it. That settles the matter. Scoop. The Hong Kong exchange now lists Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, and HSBC, the largest bank in Hong Kong, was the first bank in Hong Kong to let its customers to purchase and sell these funds. This change will increase the number of people in Hong Kong who are exposed to cryptocurrency. That settles it. Have your crypto blocked. As of recently, exchange-traded funds are available. He calls me Mr. Uber. Do you know anything about JP Morgan's patented Curium JPM coin? It's a revolutionary shift in thinking. Now there are no more go-betweens. The process goes like this. A message is sent from the originating bank to the first correspondent bank, which in turn sends a message to the second correspondent bank, which returns funds to the third beneficiary bank, and so on. This should put an end to the need for intermediaries. All of the ones in the center are getting lopped off. They're all going to be eliminated. This JP Morgan currency is like a secluded garden, safe from prying eyes. Only JP Morgan employees can use it. Best wishes to them. You've really advanced the state of the art here with your cutting-edge technologies. In other words, this is all in good fun. To my knowledge, they made no effort. They failed to take any action at all. This is analogous to claiming that the company has installed Microsoft Teams or Skype so that employees may communicate with one another without having to make phone calls. Someone. Just kidding. Let's discuss the peak of the cycle. In this very place. According to Steve Courtney, if we measure 413% from bear market lows, the resulting figure is around $79,000 for the next cycle's top. This is what caught his attention. Let me enlarge it for you on the monitor. His measures are complete. Divide the percentage return from the previous market cycle by 5.3. The market peak can be calculated as the product of blank and the bottom of the subsequent cycle. That would put the price of a Bitcoin at almost $79,000. If Bitcoin reaches $79,000 and stays there, the asset class might be worth anywhere from $3 to $4 trillion, up from $2.70 to $3.50 trillion in the previous iteration. What I mean is it's doable if the institutions are kept out. Bitcoin might reach six figures if institutions start using it, which I think is increasingly likely. The market cap will be between $5 and $7 trillion. That's how I see it, anyway. 79,000, no financial institutions join, and no exchange-traded funds are authorized. The state of cryptography today is unchanged from that of today. Getting your hands on it is a royal pain. It's an absolute pain in the rear to work with. The SEC and other governments, central banks, and organizations around the world are still spreading widespread fear and uncertainty, FUD, because they are not yet prepared. That's the only realistic outcome for them $79,000. However, I think the institutions should intervene now. There should be no doubts left. I think that the United States imposes restrictions on us, and those regulations eventually make their way to the rest of the world. I'll spare you the details of the conversation we're about to have. That is a topic for the following lesson. However, there is something I'd want to mention regarding the buyback of the 10 billion XRP coins. This is not true, people. This is a simulation. Ripple didn't repurchase an extra 10 billion tokens. The Ripple v. SEC case has released additional information, which claims that Ripple. For now, just know that Ripple is in hot water since they were paying XRP influencers, and I'll go into more detail about this in my second video of the day. Many listeners assume they're referring to these YouTube stars. Neither did any of the other major YouTubers who talk about XRP, and I was never compensated by Ripple or ever communicated with anyone from the company. What they are discussing is elementary in nature. Do you recall Ashton Kutcher's brief appearance on Ellen DeGeneres' Segway with Snoop Dogg? Those are the exogenous factors considered important in determining XRP. Ripple does not sponsor any YouTube personalities in order to advertise XRP. Don't forget that, jot it down. Not at all, in fact. In the next video, we'll go into greater detail on that topic. I'm going to drop the mic on this one. Listen up, mutual funds and ETFs are standard at most institutions. My ideal range for Bitcoin is between $7 and $13, and that's being really cautious. I'm going to leave it at that. See you later, bye.